wanted to talk about 2020 and the American dream. So I'm actually right now I'm editing my book for the third time, I guess the second or third time. It's not complete yet, but when I'm editing the book, I'm constantly thinking about new subject, but I keep on finding myself getting back to specific basics. When the things that I'm thinking on, the things that I'm writing down on, it's always kind of comes down to certain basics of what I call the rules of success, right? But I was thinking about the free capitalism, right? And the American dream and 2020, right? Because 2020 is a crazy year, and for us, thank God in construction, that was one of the industries that kept going in 2020 so far, and that's pretty much the whole action that people get these days, right? Buying real estate, remodeling real estate. So we were, I guess, through the COVID, situation, we were, I would say, pretty busy. So, I'm kind of sharing my experience, but also obviously reading the news and following the news and watching the way things going in different industry. And I was thinking about, I saw a TV show lately that a lot of people is, talking about it. It's called Undercover Billionaire. And that guy that basically is, is a reality show about a guy that is a real, multi-millionaire. I'm not sure if he's a billionaire. They just call him the show a billionaire. But the guy worth like 500 million. That will get you, pretty far, I would say, right? So the guy decided to basically have his team put him fly him to a certain city in the United States. I mean, the team basically doesn't know where he goes. He goes somewhere, nobody knows where he goes. And he goes with $100. Just to give you, understanding, the guy worth $500 million. He's got a private jet, okay, very successful. Last year, his company did $20 billion, and he's going basically to show basically what he does on the show. He's going to go to a town like an unknown location as far as him, and also in the show they chose to put him in a place that I even forgot what is the city name. It's like nobody knows that place. But the point is, he want to show us how he can build in 3 months a business that's worth $1 million in 3 months from $100. The guy basically they gave him a truck, a beat up truck, and $100 in his pocket, and that's it. They took his credit cards. He only got a cell phone and a truck, and he have to make from $100. You have to make $1 million business in 3 months. Okay, I mean, we're talking about he's not going to even do the same business. He's going to get into a brand new business that he feels that's where the opportunity in that specific town, and he's going to build that business in 3 months to be worth like $1 million. Fast forward 3 months, into the, after basically the season completed, he managed to almost build an operational business worth close to $1 million. Now, basically his thing is he want to show the American people that the American dream is still alive. Okay, anytime, any situation, 2020, whatever. I think he did it in 2019. They filmed it, to be honest, right? Because obviously you see on the show that things are normal, which means people are not wearing masks, and it's not the COVID era. So maybe it was a little bit easier. Right, but still going nowhere with $100. I mean, not too many people will pull this thing out, right? So the guy is obviously smart. He's got balls, So it's not about sure, the American dream is out there. If you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to do whatever it takes, you can make it. It's not going to be easy, and probably not everybody going to make it, but it's possible, right? So 2020, it's definitely more difficult, because of COVID, and also the reason why I mentioned in the beginning Ryan Serent, we talked about Ryan Serent, the real estate guy, is because he was that guy that have 1.5, he's the guy that have 1.5 million followers on Instagram. He's the guy on the TV show, right? He's that guy that run a 60 people team in New York. He's the guy that makes $1 billion in sales in real estate. He basically kept on saying that he makes roughly $1 million in personal income, okay, in 2019 and so forth. So he's making $1 million a month personal income. For the last few days or for the last weeks or so forth, he's got a weekly vlog that I see maybe, once a week usually for the last at least 1 year. And all of a sudden, he was saying in the last vlog that that's the final vlog. He's not going to do any more vlogs. Now, I was checking his Instagram page and I saw he's got 1.5 million followers, and obviously, he's got an Instagram page that's running for maybe years now with like hundreds of posts. He deleted all the posts. He stopped doing the vlogs. The website, his company website, you can say a multi-billion dollar, industry that he's running over there, the website is shut down. I was thinking something's weird, so I kind of Googled his name and I saw, so he furloughed a few, I guess, bunch of his team or everybody on the team, I'm not really sure. That's not the point. The point is that it's pretty amazing, right? You see somebody so successful in such a big time level, and everything in one day is like boom, So I think it's important to build the success upon success slowly by slowly. Sure, when everything goes great, that's right. The test is when things are not really, when you sleep in your car. Like that's why I went back to that story of the other guy. How do you make it from sleeping in the car back on track? How do you make it from having $100 to making $1 million? Those are the things that that's kind of what fascinates me. How do you make this thing? Because I actually did these things myself, right? In my point, I had to sleep in the car to follow my dreams, to follow my goals. Read story based on true story. You're gonna read it in my book. When my book is coming out, I got everything on the book, right? How I slept in my car, how I did pretty much everything I needed to do to avoid the rat race. And you can edit my language, right? To avoid the rat race, which means like working 9 to 5. I preferred sleeping in my car, building my vision, building my dreams, building my business, instead of living a paycheck to paycheck. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong if you live a paycheck to paycheck, but there is other possibilities. You cannot, look for excuses. Right now, it's smoggy, man. We're driving in San Jose, California. It's smoggy. So, sure, you can make an excuse and say, oh, I'm going to stay at home. I don't want to leave the house. It's smoggy. But everybody in this car working right now. We're driving. I'm working. My photographer, his videographer is working. And a new guy that we're bringing in is also working, right? So everybody's working, man. Nobody's like trying to be lazy sitting at home, right? So the first step towards any success is give up your excuses, right? And we have to always remember it in good time, in tough times. We can't forget where we're coming from. But it's not about us. It's about, again, the American dream and the free capitalism. And by the way, the clock might be ticking, because I actually hear a lot lately that a lot of politicians and people in that environment, and we already saw it. We already saw it in the beginning of the year and last year. The sanctions that they made on Facebook, for example, on social media, they had $1 billion fines for all those technology, billion-dollar corporation. But where they going with it? They want to eliminate certain power on certain companies. They want to eliminate the power that some individuals and some company have, and they were calling to mind-blowing. When I heard about it, I don't know if it's still fake news or not, but because I heard about it so much lately, not lately, but for the last, I would say, a year, and also we saw the fines that they put on Facebook and so forth, and Google, and they actually interview the CEO of Apple, right? They interview the CEO of Facebook. They interview all someone from Google. So all those billion-dollar corporations, they are being right now tested and examined to see what can be done. So now we start seeing all those fines. But where they're trying to go with it, they're trying to limit capitalism, free capitalism, which means a person or a company can gain and continue gain power, okay, and grow the business. So my bet is that the American dream will stay alive. I don't think that they're going to put sanctions like that because, it's we have the democracy, right? Anybody can come up with an idea, and you cannot do it in any country in the world, by the way. You can do it only in America, right? Because in other countries, right, not as, democratic countries, I'm not talking about politics, by the way, just FYI, I'm talking about free capitalism, the American dream, the free land, the land of opportunity, where you can have an idea when, that's why you see a lot of foreigners, I talked previously about Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's a little bit old example, but it's a good example, right? Somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger willing to come from a different country, put the hard work, right? And with talent and hard work, you have to put a little bit, you have to have a little bit talent, but even if you don't talent, you can develop it, right? But it's all about the hard work, right? And hard works beat talent every single time. But if you have the talent as well, that's where you see the magic happen. That's where you see those super successful when they have the talent and they're willing to put the hard work. But even if you are willing to put the hard work, you will still be 100 times more successful than somebody that just based on talent, right? That doesn't willing to do whatever it takes, anything, whatever it takes, right? So the bottom line in this whole conversation is about, where is your potential? Where you are right now? Where is your potential? Where you can maximize your talents, your skills? Where is your passion? But it's not about searching for the most beautiful job, right? It's not about it's where the talent is, where the opportunity is. It's not about just okay, that's my talent and looking for what I'm passionate about, right? Searching your entire life to do something you're passionate about instead of looking to become successful. Go for success. Go for broke, right? Go to the next level. Reach your potential, regardless of where you are today, or where you can be. Ask yourself the question. Keep on asking yourself, where is the next opportunity? Where is the opportunity today? How can I maximize my potential in what I do today? Okay, because a lot of people, include myself, for years, I was in the same industry, right? But I dabbled, I was basically what you call a mediocre. Why? Because I didn't believe that I can become a millionaire doing what I do. And more than that, I thought that when you become a millionaire, then you go and do something else. Because I didn't think that you can do sales per se or construction and become a multi-millionaire. So I was thinking, okay, after I'm going to make some money, okay, now I'm going to do something else. I had the misconception, right? I had a misunderstanding about what I did for many, many years, until I realized that if you give everything you got in what you do today, no matter what you do, you can sell hot dogs, you can be a hairdresser, you can be a web developer, right? You can be a wedding planner. Whatever you do, if you can become the best in your business, the best in your industry, if you get to the top in where you are, that's where the money is, that's where the opportunity is, right? So it's not about what business you do, it's not about your passionate, ultimate, dream job, right? It's about being obsessed, with success, being obsessed with providing that service and become a master of details in your industry. If you can master the details, if you can become the one that you are the go-to, right? You are the go-to guy, you are the go-to girl for that specific service. When you become the medium, right? The medium in that industry, in that business, right? Everybody knows your name in connection to that specific industry. That's where the opportunity is.